holidays may be over, but the season of savings continues at the TDC retail outlets. Shop your way on Thursday, 31st December 2020. Listen up. Rotating discount sale. TDC Home and Building Depots and TDC Business Center. Up to 30% in savings with a different discount every hour, plus an extra 5% in savings if you're at the cashier when the buzzer sounds. And wait, there's more. End of year sale at TDC Automotive Divisions and City Drugstore Nevis. Get 25% discount in store all day long to start your new year right. OMG! YES! The place to shop and save before 2020 ends is your favorite TDC retail stores.
Clap and Rams, the good food people. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Rams. This Christmas at Rams Supermarket is free. This December, shop all Rams Supermarkets and take advantage of all the in-store specials and free giveaways. Celebrate Christmas with Rams, where you're guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better value for your money. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people.
Terms and conditions apply. See in stores for details.
If I can make one wish come true, it's to spend Christmas with
And Flow brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Well, hi there, very good morning to you. Time to welcome you now to another edition of Voices on Win FM 98.9. Voices comes your way with the very best wishes of TDC Rams Trading and Flow.
Are you wondering what to do this holiday season? Will it be the same? Will you be able to give your family all that they need? Well, with TDC Financial Services, all your holiday woes will disappear. You can get up to $35,000 unsecured for your holiday needs. Give us a call at 465-6516 or 469-5430 to find out how we can help to make your holidays happier for you and your family. TDC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
Clap and Rams, the good food people. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Rams. This Christmas at Rams Supermarket is free. This December, shop all Rams Supermarkets and take advantage of all the in-store specials and free giveaways. Celebrate Christmas with Rams, where you're guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better value for your money. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people.
Terms and conditions apply. See in stores for details.
If I can make one wish come true,
brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Well, once again, welcome to Voices on WinFM 90.9. My name is Clive Backus, assisted by Trent Sargent today. And of course, last evening, the big show, the show that is anticipated by so many people throughout the year, just who will be crowned the Kaiso King of St. Kitts and Nevis. And last night, we have a new Senior Calypso Final Monarch for 2021. And we're going to play some music now, just in case you missed it. And if you listen to it, you can hear it again right here on Win. Here comes the winner of the competition.
We're in this together. Come rain or shine, we know that we'd be fine, knowing that we're in this together. Or for worse, be it blessing or curse, for richer or poorer, we're in this together. As a federation in which to stand as one, it's each for the other, we're in this together. We are one big family under a theme, unity. We share one vision, one purpose, one mission. Never ever lose focus and let nothing divide us. But let us all remember we're in this together. And though the heavens fall, we can still stand tall, knowing that we're in this together. Come rain or shine, we know that we'd be fine, knowing that we're in this together. United we are strong, divided we'll go wrong, as we head into the future with the hope that we will prosper. May this ever be our mantra. We're in this. Out the Kaiso. We're in this. Now we're back in the Kaiso. We're in this. We're in this together.
In all the news,
choice again, determine who would win. So stop crying, brother, we're in this together. In spite of all you knew, look what you went and do. So why even bother? We're in this together. They say who can hear does feel, and the deal is a deal. So stop the crying, it's not like you're dying. You were given an option, and you made your decision. So spare me the hysteria. We're in this together. And though the heavens fall, we can still stand tall, knowing that we're in this together. Come rain or shine, we know that we'll be fine, knowing that we're in this together. United we are strong, divided we virus has served to remind us, no matter where we are, we're in this together. With millions infected and far too many dead, just a stark reminder, we're in this together. The global economy decimated real badly, blunting the future, causing most to suffer. The road to recovery is not going to be easy. So build our agriculture. We're in this together. Under the heavens fall, we can still stand tall, knowing that we're in this together. Come rain or shine, we know that we'll be fine, knowing that we're in this together. United we are strong, divided we'll go wrong, as we head into the future with the hope that we will prosper. May this ever be our mantra. We're in this. Need a shoulder. We're in this. I have two for ya. We're in this. We're in this together. Yes. No rock or hard place shall keep us down. Hold my hand. You see, when all is said and done, don't care which side you're on. It really don't matter. We're in this together. Put politics aside, embrace national pride. The people, the agenda. We're in this together. Never mind your complexion. Deep down we all are one. With our country, that's worth more than money. And in this time of crisis, we need solid leadership. Community, come labor. We're in this together. Under the heavens fall, we can still stand tall, knowing that we're in this together. Sing the day, come rain or shine, we know that we'll be fine, knowing that we're in this together. United we are strong, divided we'll go wrong, as we head into the future with the hope that we will prosper. May this ever be our mantra. We're in this. Take it. We're in this. Leave it. We're in this. Yes, we're in this together. Let us put our differences aside and come together as one. We need each other. This is our country. Say it and leave it. I love you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed. There you had it. Yes, Queenie G for you. We're in this thing together. And of course, she's the former National Carnival Queen, Miss Gloria Esdale, that's her name, singing under the name Queenie G, former National Carnival Queen. Making history last night is in Kitts and Nevis when she captured the National Carnival Senior Kaiser Crown, becoming the first person to have won both titles. So she's not only a beauty queen, she's a Kaiso queen as well. So congratulations to Queenie G. From all of us here at Win FM 90.9, job well done. And of course, Queenie G, of course, you may recall she was involved in lots of pageantry, lots of things over the years. There's a beautiful write-up on WinFM's website, winfm.com, by Tony Frederick Armstrong. You may want to go take a look at that write-up, paying tribute to Queenie G. Now, Kibian Queen Kibi Willett was named first runner-up, and also the former National Kaiser King Craig placed third, and Big Lice Watley, Big Lice, Big Lice, of course, former host of this very program, Voices. Big Lice came in at number 4. Let's hear from Queen Kibi now.
didn't promise no bed of roses. Sometimes you might get pricked by the thorn. You have to take the bitter with the sweet. But life is not an easy street. But you cannot give in to these struggles and all the problems you have to battle. So when you feel like you're caving in, you have to dig deep and find your strength within. Reach inside and pull out the best you can be, and life would be better. Trust me. So rise above the water. Don't give up. Don't go under. Rise above financial hardships. Rise above bad relationships. Rise above the water. Don't give up. Don't go under. Rise above unemployment woes. Rise above like rainbows. Your sun will shine again. Your storm won't last. I say this too will pass. This too will pass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ay, 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 yeah. Life is filled with ups and downs, highs and lows. Hard time can hit you some serious blows. Stress, worry, depression, anxiety. In this time of uncertainty, taking a toll on your mental faculty, and you feel like you're going all crazy. So when you feel broken, battered and sore, persevere and take one step more. With determination and resilience, you can rise above your circumstance. So rise above the water. Don't give up. Don't go under. Rise above financial hardships. Rise above bad relationships. Rise above the water. Don't give up. Don't go under. Rise above unemployment woes. Rise above like rainbows. Your sun will shine again. Your storm won't last. I say this too will pass. This too will pass. Hands. Whoa, whoa. Ay, 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 ay. Whoa. Somebody somewhere is really hurting. Somebody somewhere wants to give in. Somebody somewhere, if you're listening, I hope my message brings you some healing. As long as you have life, then you have hope. Find help and support and try to cope. You're a survivor, not a victim. That fighting spirit is in your system. I hope my lyrics and sweet somebody to rise above the water. Don't give up, don't go under. Rise above financial hardships. Rise above bad relationships. Rise above the water. Don't give up. Don't go.
We'll lost Queen Kibi for you. Don't give up.
Rise above
First runner-up,
unemployment.
Senior Kaiser competition last evening.
Your sun will shine again. Your storm won't last. I say this too will pass. This too will pass. When your life in a mess and you're feeling depressed, this too will pass. When the going gets rough and you've had enough, this too will pass. At the end of the rope, bring to some hope. This too will pass. When you fall to the ground, never stay down. This too will pass. You got to be strong. This won't be long. This too will pass. So please wear your mask. This pandemic won't last. This too will pass. This too will pass.
Yes, indeed. The first runner-up in the Kaiser, Senior Kaiser Calypso competition, Senior Kaiser competition. Queen Kibi for you, and just letting you know that you just can't give up. You just got to hang in there because this too will pass, she says. You're listening to Voices on Win FM 90.9. We're paying tribute at the first hour of the program to Calypso Giants, those who performed very well last evening. We're taking your calls as well. Our numbers are 4660989, 6620989, 7620989. If you want to just weigh in on the competition last evening, your thoughts about the Christmas Carnival season, we take your calls as well. But right now we move along to King Craig. And King Craig, he came in third in the competition. And he's got a song there that I think Trent says he likes. It's called Fail to See. I don't know what Trent failed to see. He may have full disclosure a bit later on in the program.
It's just right. That is 2020. You can see things clearly. So let's evaluate this 2020 vision. Jumba, future, Juba, Juba, Juba. 2020 failure, not perfect by any measure. Was it my blunder or simply cataracts in me eye? Discovered that a virus spreading all around us. Somehow I failed to see that millions would die. My perfect vision was shattered by viral destruction. COVID-19 has changed medical phenomenon. I failed to see the great lockdown, the world's economic downturn. We're stuck in a recession, heading for a major depression. A microscopic organism that is now causing international cataclysm. The biblical warnings written on the wall, regrettably being ignored by all. So I fail to see this outbreak that is spreading ubiquitously.
I'm so sorry, I failed to see, I failed to see.
Yes, I failed to see this calamity in my vision of 2020.
Forgive me, I failed to see, I failed to see.
I failed to see how COVID could be a political conspiracy. I failed to see Corona expose some politicians publicly, though some doctors admit and call it pandemic. A conducting tactic to create world panic. Was it dividends for the 666 or 2014 vaccine of Bill Gates? Or was yet control world economics? Jumba, Juba, vision was a failure. Didn't see the higher powers of some world leaders misleading us through the media. With bias reporting, fake news circulating on media platforms where they know their best listening. They send out information void of any research, like all virus common, yet they make this one seem worse. The human population, COVID DNA in we system. So if experiencing symptoms, it could be a simple pathogen. We've had many outbreaks and epidemics, just to name a few. There's things like the common flu, chikungunya, Ebola, malaria and cholera, and HIV, once a world pandemic too. But I fail to see this outbreak that is spreading ubiquitously.
I'm so sorry, I failed to see, I failed to see.
I fail to see this calamity in my vision of 2020.
Forgive me, I failed to see, I failed to see.
I fail to see how COVID could be a political conspiracy. I fail to see Corona expose some politicians, publicly some experts and scientists call it a lab out.
Yes, indeed. So music there from King Craig, I failed to see. And we said we'll talk to Trent Sargent about what he didn't see, because it was 2020, right? I mean, 2020 means perfect vision. Means you ought to see everything. I mean, I don't understand what's going on here. Anyway, King Craig is a good Calypsonian, former Calypso monarch in his own right as well. The time is moving now to 29 minutes before the midday hour. I've got on the line King Socrates. I want to say a very good morning to you. King, how are you doing this morning?
Feeling excellent. Good morning to you and your entire listenership.
Well, I had to call you this morning. I missed out a bit. I actually nodded off a bit, I must tell you. I must full disclosure. So I got up this morning and I said I have to call King Socrates because I looked at the list and I don't see your name in the list. So I said, let me call you and ask you how you feel about the competition last evening and what happened.
Well, I can be philosophical and all sort of things, but I believe there are some questions to be asked which I won't get into. The judges would have rendered their decision, and I wish first to, what I did last night on stage, but publicly congratulate the winner, Queen G, on an excellent performance and her winning of the crown. She's the second female to have done that at that level. And I wish her all the best in her reign for, the 50th anniversary. So we're planning to go forward, but as far as I am concerned, I did what I thought was my best. There were some challenges. My best proved not to be enough, and I was taxed accordingly. I've been there before. I live to fight another day. We move on.
Well, I know you're a man with a big heart, so I'm not going to stick on that topic. I had to get you on the record about that, of course. But your general thoughts about this year's Calypso competition in terms of, you had to deal with the COVID-19 protocols. You had a lot of online and virtual performances as well. As you look back, we have now ended the tournament, the competition last night. What are some of the thoughts you'd want to share with the listeners in terms of perhaps new experiences you had and as you look back at it now, hindsight?
I think we had to have this Calypso show the tents and that virtual feed for not only the folks at home, but those that overseas to get a taste of home. I pushed for it. I wrote a song campaigning for it, so it was a matter of satisfaction to see it was done. The Carnival Committee came aboard, and they led the charge, and they got the sponsors, and everybody was all okay, and people are very happy for it. In terms of the way forward, you may have heard that the Carnival Committee is planning something up last night. They a bigger show for the 50th anniversary. I'll see what role they can play in that. But Legends, I had to make some change with the band for the past few months. It's a young band, and I think they performed admirably. So I have to just take it from there to the next level, work with the other Calypsonians, see how we can make a much better impact. Using last night, we'll hold the last 6 weeks as a springboard for much, much better 50th anniversary of our carnival celebrations.
Now, St. Kitts and Nevis, in my view, and I'm just a layman, and I'm not really a Kaiso person, but it seems like something is happening here in St. Kitts and Nevis in the context of the number of women who are coming forward and doing extremely well compared to, let's say, the competition across the region. What are your thoughts about that? What's perhaps the main reason for that, you think?
Energy. The female Calypsonians have shown interest. By a large part, they've been supported by some male writers. And they've been the school of thought that you don't need a female competition, blah, blah, blah. I think you have to use all the talent you have and maximize. Not figure whether it's a male-dominated field, and so you're sidelining women because they have come aboard and showed you they can compete at that level, and not only locally but regionally. Because they've gone overseas and represented us in terms of KB, Lady Davis, etc. So we have to embrace that. If other territories don't want to recognize that, that's their loss. We have a plethora of talent across the spectrum, male, female, young and old, and we need to maximize that and respect the talent of our nationals.
And finally, King, because I know you're a busy man, now we always have this question. I always ask you, almost every year if we have a conversation, I ask you, okay, so the competition is over, what's next? In the context of a Calypsonian earning a living through his or her craft, any thoughts with this new online facility? Are there any opportunities there you see for someone being able to, if not live off of their talent, at least subsidize, pay some significant part of their expenses from their talent?
I tasked Monarch Clement Ogaro to join me in a challenge to at least once a month, every 6 weeks, put a program together like we had last night. And we're going to put our heads together and see how we can get that up and running to be like a regular anticipated against their shows online. That would bring some revenue stream to the Calypsonians. So we have seen the need for that. And as he told me a few days ago, directly after the season will have died down, we can come together and brainstorm, see how we can get that up and running.
Well, I did say finally, but I can't let you leave without you saying a few words to your fans.
Oh. Somebody last night, some were online, some saw it as disrespect. I understand Mr. Val Henry is on record as saying that if he were to judge disco sheets, he would definitely see me scoring higher for lyrics. But I think that in terms of music, there was a shortcoming there. So their opinions here and there pros and cons. But I think, whereas, and I have to be honest, whereas just about every other competitor came with a war game, I was a bit blasé. And I was taxed for it. I thought I had the better song lyrically. There were other songs that were more melodical and more popular, and they would have taken the game. But I came and I presented, and a large number of my fans are disappointed. I apologize for that. But I say I've been there before. I'm going to live to fight another day.
Well, we always have your back, and of course we want to wish you all the very best, King Socrates. We have lots and lots of respect for you, and we know, of course, that you continue to shine and continue to do well. The respect is not only in St. Kitts and Nevis, it's across the Caribbean. So all the very best to you, sir, and have yourself a pleasant day today.
And the best for 2021 and beyond.
Yes, man. Take good care of yourself.
Well,
yes, man. Bye-bye. All right, that's King Socrates. The King, of course, didn't place last night, so we wanted to hear from him, and you heard what he's had to say about that. It's 22 minutes now before midday, and of course you listen to Voices. Our numbers are 4660989, 6620989, 7620989, and this segment of the program comes to you the very best wishes of TDC, Flow, and Rams. We'll hear some more from Miss Independence in a while, and we've got Big Lice as well, and Big Lice, yeah. Big lies, yeah.
So the holidays may be over, but the season of savings continues at the TDC retail outlets. Shop your way on Thursday, 31st December 2020. Listen up. Rotating discount sale. TDC Home and Building Depots and TDC Business Center. Up to 30% in savings with a different discount every hour, plus an extra 5% in savings if you're at the cashier when the buzzer sounds. And wait, there's more. End of year sale at TDC Automotive Divisions and City Drugstore Nevis. Get 25% discount in store all day long to start your new year right. OMG! YES! The place to shop and save before 2020 ends is your favorite TDC retail stores.
If I can make one wish come true, it's to spend Christmas with.
And Flow brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Chop and Rams, the good food people. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas from Rams.
This Christmas at Rams Supermarket is free. This December, shop all Rams Supermarkets and take advantage of all the in-store specials and free giveaways. Celebrate Christmas with Rams, where you're guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better value for your money. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people.
Terms and conditions apply. See in stores for details.
Yes, indeed. You're listening to Win FM. It's 90.9 on your dial. You heard from Kibian Willett, Queen Kibi. Of course, you heard from Queenie G, who is the champion after last night's event. You also heard from King Craig. And now we're going to hear from the man, Duncan Watley. And when you call him Duncan Watley, he says, man, call me Big Lice, man. Don't call me that. Call me Big Lice. So here comes Big Lice. We want to know.
This is your defender, your lawyer. Share the life, share the life. I don't want this. I look like broccoli. What? What? Just one Facebook live session serve to capture the nation's attention. This surprise reaction points to others for information. Whenever there is rumor, that one has to counter. Balance and truth always matter. When it's your reputation that's brought into question, silence is never an option. So we want to know, Timo, we want to know why you continue to undermine Mark suit. We want to know, Timo, we want to know. Are you subtly telling Nevis they got to go? Tell us why should they accept your ongoing disrespect? Always interfering without informing. You well know that Mark is in charge, but you think you're larger than large. How did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. How did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. This is the People's Court. Your Honor, we want to know about those people social media, getting all kind of money. What? Kaiser! You use your bully pulpit, trying your very best to discredit, calling into question many a person's reputation. Honest men and women have been made to defend their good reputation, while on social media persons of dishonor spreading lies and propaganda. So we want to know, Timo, we want to know why you, Wallace and Andre does lie so. We want to know, Timo, we want to know where exactly did the campaign money go. Your threat of legal action was just a mere distraction, meanwhile hoping that we will forget about the money. But when we see your portfolio of property start to overflow, how did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. How did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. Hey, sir! See the Timo dance? The Timo dance. The Timo dance. Your Honor, history will not be kind to Mr. Timo. Very ungrateful. What? Listen up, you know. When one looks at your history, if they have issues with loyalty, because while in opposition, where did you turn for inspiration? I could well remember Franklin Brand and Jean Conda making sure you were looked after. But now you came to power, you have nothing to offer. Now it's just you, family and brother. So we want to know, Timo,
We want to know
how on earth you turn ungrateful soul. We want to know, Timo, we want to know. Not even Dwyer you consult anymore. Suddenly you don't like Sam, no respect, you don't give a damn. Ever since you arrived, you don't care if you survive. Forgetting those who help you up, that's the way ingratitude stop. How did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. How did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. Hey, sir! Mr. Your Honor, we have to look at the government coffers on misappropriation of funds and severance. Oh. Hey! Listen up. I have one simple question. Please, Timo, can you tell the nation about your severance money? Is it being managed responsibly? Because I hear in a rumor about a certain fella and a former labor commissioner. Is it true that the quick action by Sharon Rattan saved the country 1.2 million? So we want to know, Timo, we want to know why you protecting Andre Lai but so. We want to know, Timo, we want to know
Just how far are you willing to go? To shield him from any attack, have you pledged to have his back? Are you just protecting or saving your skin? Some of the things I hear you would do, Mr. Pam, I hope that is true. How did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. How did you get so, Mr. Timo? We want to know. Tyson! Final night, extra verse. Come on, you know me. Hey! Listen up, listen up. Whoop up, whoop up. I hear Timo wants a clue. Not because he have the best calypso, but he between a rock and a hard place. Is Sakro willing to shake his ways? What is this about auditor? But we all know better. Same old tactics they use when with labor. But tonight they have a problem. I causing mayhem. Tonight I'm banging all of them. So we want to know, Timo, we want to know why you interfere within our calypso. We want to know, Timo, we want to know how much money did you pay Bad Boy Polo? I hear you paid for printing shirts because on Mark you want to spread dirt. Petty as usual, you're so comical. But tonight when I win this crown, there'll be another sheriff in town. Then we gonna let them know, Timo, how you get so. The sheriff gonna let them know, Mr. Timo, how you get so. Thank you, good night, Kaiso. That is Kaiso. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop. I love it, I love it. Yay! Hey! Kaiso.
Yeah, that's the man, Big Lines for you. We want to know. On stage, last evening, Senior Kaiso competition in Kitson Nevis. You listen to Voices on Win FM 90.9, coming your way, compliments Rams Trading, Flow, and TDC. We're going to hear from our partners. We come back to hear a little bit from Miss Independence.
Chocolate Rams, the good food people. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas from Rams.
This Christmas at Rams Supermarket is free. This December, shop all Rams supermarkets and take advantage of all the in-store specials and free giveaways. Celebrate Christmas with Rams, where you're guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better value for your money. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people.
Terms and conditions apply. See in stores for details.
If I can make one wish come true, it's to spend Christmas with.
And Flow brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Mary, why you look so depressed? Girl, nothing happening this season. Are you kidding? You've never heard about the masquerade of savings at TDC Insurance? Girl, tell me more. This season, you'll get up to 60% off your motor insurance premium and up to 30% off your property insurance premium. Plus, you get a chance to win up to $1,500 in TDC gift cards in their masquerade savings raffle. So mask like a mask. After all, TDCIC keeping us protected. TDCIC, we take good care of you. guaranteeing you peace of mind.
You're tuned to Win FM, it's 90.9, we're approaching news time. So we're going to make a switch in our planning right now. We'll play back Queenie G, the lady who won last evening, who is now the queen of Kaiso in St. Kitts and Nevis, winning the senior Kaiso competition. And a job well done. And we'll go out with that song. It's called We Are In This Together. And once again, congratulations to all the participants, all who placed, all who didn't place. And we wish you all the very best indeed as you continue the art form of Kaiso in St. Kitts and Nevis, and of course beyond the shores of St. Kitts and Nevis as you participate in programs and competitions across the Caribbean. Saying thank you very much to Trent Sargent. This will take us up to news time. We'll be back with you just about 12:30 for the second segment of Voices. Do enjoy. Once again, salute the Calypsonians of St. Kitts and Nevis this morning.
For better or for worse, be it blessing or curse, for richer or poorer, we're in this together. As a federation in which to stand as one, it's each for the other, we're in this together. We are one big family under a theme, unity. We share one vision, one purpose, one mission. Never ever lose focus and let nothing divide us. But let us all remember we're in this together. And though the heavens fall, we can still stand tall, knowing that we're in this together. Shine. We know that we'd be fine, knowing that we're in this together. United we are strong, divided we'll go wrong, as we head into the future with the hope that we will prosper. Let this ever be our mantra. We're in this. Out the Kaiso. We're in this. Now we're back in the Kaiso. We're in this. We're in this together. Choice again, determine who would win. So stop crying, brother, we're in this together. In spite of all you knew, look what you went and do. So why even bother, we're in this together. They say who can hear does feel, and a deal is a deal. So stop the crying, it's not like you're dying. You were given an option, and you made your decision. So spare me the hysteria. We're in this together. And though the heavens fall, we can still stand tall, knowing that we're in this together. Come rain or shine, we know that we'll be fine, knowing that we're in this together. United we are strong, divided we'll go wrong, as we head into the future with the hope that we will prosper. Let this ever be our mantra. We're in this. Each voter, we're in this. Political leader, we're in this. We're in this together. We need each other to survive. Coronavirus has served to remind us, no matter where we are, we're in this together. With millions infected and far too many dead, just a stark reminder, we're in this this together. The global economy decimated real badly, blunting the future, causing most to suffer. The road to recovery is not going to be easy. So build our agriculture, we're in this together. And when the heavens fall, we can still stand tall, knowing that we're in this together. Come rain or shine, we know that we'll be fine, knowing that we're in this together. United we are strong, divided we'll go wrong, as we head into the future with the hope that we will prosper. Where this ever be our mantra, we're in this. Need a shoulder, we're in this. I have two for ya, we're in this. We're in this together. Yes. No rock or hard place shall keep us down. Hold my hand. You see, when all
You found the sound. 98.9. Win FM.
We now bring you the Win FM Headline News. The Win FM Headline News is brought to you by Caribbean Alliance, KDP Enterprises, The Grange, Carib Brewery, CNC Trading.
Shipping your cargo shouldn't be a hassle. It can be as easy as a single call to Amerijet International, your worldwide cargo transportation solution. We provide all the services you need to ship your goods anywhere in the world. Whether your shipment is fresh, frozen, large or small, alive or hazardous, you can count on Amerijet to deliver it safe and sound. Amerijet International, by land, sea or air. We get it there. For more information, visit us online at www.amerijet.com or call us at KDP Enterprises, telephone number 466-9595.
Without limits, happy and free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. With LLB. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime and bitters. Live, love, be.
Did you know that the Grange Healthcare Facility is the first purpose-built non-governmental healthcare organization on St. Kitts, offering 24-hour nursing, therapeutic and residential care for older adults? It's situated at Otley, 7 miles east of Vastair in beautifully landscaped surroundings. The Grange has a team of highly trained professionals and provides care that's rated as being comparable with UK and North American standards. The Grange offers varied accommodation to suit your individual needs, and our all-inclusive packages make the cost of care per hour the most competitive on the island. Services include convalescent care for all ages, daycare facilities for older adults, rehabilitation services, and training and continuing education for healthcare providers. For more information, call 466-5525 or 465-8020, fax 466-8221, or email thegrangehealth@gmail.com, or visit our website at www.grangehealthcarefacility.com.
Merry Christmas. 'Tis the season to save with Delayed Wallet and Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Purchasing a new car this Christmas? Save up to 65% off. Yes, that's 65% off your motor insurance premiums. Switch and save up to an additional 30% discount on your premiums. Visit us at Liverpool Road, Bastier, St. Kitts, or Hunkins Drive, Nevis. Call 465-2631 or 469-5303. Promotion ends December 31st. Quotations valid until January 15th. Terms and conditions apply. 'Tis the season to save up to 65% off. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
A former National Carnival Queen, Gloria Esdale Robinson, made history last night in St. Kitts and Nevis when she captured the National Carnival Senior Kaiso crown, becoming the first person to have won both titles. Esdale's place in Carnival history does not end there. She is also a former St. Kitts talented teen who won the pageant in 1992 and then went on to win the Haynes Smith Caribbean Talented Teen title in 1993. Esdale, who was crowned Miss St. Kitts and Nevis in 1996, remained involved in pageantry and carnival, including serving as a radio commentator on Win FM for both the Queen and the Calypso shows. Now performing Kaiso as Queenie G, she captured the coveted Senior Kaiso title from a field of 20 performers at Tuesday night's finals.
We're in this together. United we are strong, divided we'll go wrong as we head into the future with the hope that we will prosper. May this ever be our mantra. We're in this. Out the Kaiso. We're in this. Now we're back in the Kaiso. We're in this.
Another veteran female Kaisonian, Kibian Queen Kibi Willett, was named first runner-up. Former national Kaiso monarch King Craig placed third, and a crowd favorite Duncan Big Lice Watley placed fourth.
We made our choice again, determine who would win. So stop crying, brother.
67-year-old Thomas Renix of East Street, Newtown, has been named as the person found wounded in the Newtown area near the Bastia Fisheries Complex. In an update, the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, in a release, stated that at about 12:30 a.m. on Tuesday, December 29th, the police responded to a report made by personnel of the Fisheries Complex that a man was found next to a container calling for help. Upon arrival, the officers found 67-year-old Renix semi-clad with his hands bound behind his back. He had what appeared to be lacerations to the head and face. He was then transported to the JNF General Hospital, where he is currently warded in critical but stable condition. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. Officials in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are monitoring reports of volcanic activity related to the La Soufriere volcano. The University of the West Indies Seismic Research Unit, in a statement Tuesday, December 29th, said it was monitoring the situation in collaboration with local officials and advised the public to stay clear of the area. Tuesday afternoon, Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves hosted a press conference with officials from the UE Seismic Research Unit online and announced that permission was granted by the Trinidad-Tobago government for the team from the UE Seismic Unit to be dispatched to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In regional news,
this is the Carib Update News Service. I am Wendy Chateau reporting. St. Vincent and the Grenadines remain on high alert amidst increasing seismic activity at its La Soufriere volcano. This is the big story we're tracking this hour on Wednesday, December 30, 2020. Details of this story and more straight ahead. Now for the details. St. Vincent and the Grenadines remain on alert Wednesday after increased seismic activity at La Soufriere volcano forced officials there to raise the alert levels. 3 scientists based in Trinidad are expected to arrive in St. Vincent Wednesday to help with closer monitoring amidst fears of a potential explosive eruption. Spewing gas from its crater, officials have described the current activity as an effusive eruption. But after 41 years of dormancy, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves acknowledged that the possibility of a major eruption is not out of the equation.
The effusive eruptions, as you heard, may continue, and it may end up as an explosive eruption. But in 1971-72, you had a similar oozing, and it just simply oozed and just quietened down. Until, of course, in 1979, you had a big bang.
But Prime Minister Gonsalves said an evacuation of people in villages near La Soufrière is not being ordered for now.
All residents living close to the volcano are asked to make all necessary preparations to evacuate just in case an order is given. I want to emphasize, no evacuation order is being given. This is really an alert.
Sandals Resort is being delisted as a designated quarantine hotel in Barbados. An official statement in Bridgetown said the delisting will take effect January 5 and is coming after what officials described as several verified complaints of breaches of the COVID-19 protocols taking place at the resort with respect to visitors in quarantine. The same resort was identified by officials in Grenada as an initial source of a recent COVID spike there, though the resort has sought to dispute the claims. The handling of the resort's management of current quarantine requirements had earlier this year also risen in sections of the media in St. Lucia, where its Sandals has branded hotels. As in the Grenada case, Sandals sought to immediately hit back at the authorities. In a strongly worded statement, Sandals refuted the allegations of repeated breaches and accused public health officials of heavy-handed action in the middle of dialogue between the hotel and the Ministry of Health. Reports say Barbados police have held for questioning at least 3 tourists in relation to alleged breaches of COVID-19 protocols related to quarantine. Sandals say that these are not their guests. The Barbados Ministry of Health and Wellness says it takes issues of breaches of the COVID-19 protocols very seriously and will take similar action if other designated quarantine hotels and villas refuse to uphold the rules and regulations that have been put in place to protect workers in the hotel sector and, by extension, the rest of the country. This is Newsbreak from the Carib Update News Service. In more news, the Grenada government has confirmed earlier reports that it has paid WRB Enterprises $63 million to get back controlling interest in Grenada's power monopoly Grenlec. But the Keith Mitchell administration says that it is seeking help from an international organization to help with the management as well as guide the divestment of the shares it has just acquired. The government statement Tuesday came 5 days after WRB Enterprises said in a letter to staff that it is out as Grenlec's main shareholder. Carib Updates' Tahira Burke reports.
In an official statement Tuesday, the Grenada government confirmed a US $63 million settlement, which it said is a US $12 million less than arbitration award. The matter was taken to international arbitration last year, with the court awarding the Florida-based majority shareholder WRB more than twice the amount the government had proposed. The statement said the government has now regained control of the 50% shares sold to WRB in 1994, as well as an additional 11.6% shares which WRB purchased subsequently through an affiliate company. The government's confirmation came 5 days after news broke that there was a share settlement. Government explained that its 5-day silence on the matter was because of a confidentiality clause that guided the now completed negotiations. It said that it had sought a joint statement, but that was not forthcoming. WRB has made it clear that it has been effectively pushed out of Grenada, suggesting it was its plan to stay. The government did not say where it got the money to complete the settlement, but it said government has already approached the World Bank and the International Renewable Energy Agency to procure management services to operate the utility and at the same time facilitate the divestment of the shares through public offerings. For Primetime Caribbean, I am Tahira Burke.
This has been another edition of Newsbreak from the Carib Update News Service, the Caribbean's newsroom. Reporting this hour, I am Wendy Chateau.
We now bring you this international report.
Welcome to the News Hour. We start in Yemen, where several people have been killed in an explosion in the southern city of Aden. The blast happened as members of Yemen's new unity government arrived at the airport. The ministers have all reportedly been transferred to safety. Yemen's Minister of Information is blaming the attack on the Iran-backed Houthi rebels, but they say they had nothing to do with it. Let's join Mohammed Al-Atab, who is our correspondent in the Yemeni capital. Sana, what more do we know about what seems to have happened and the circumstances around the blast?
Yes, according to my speak on to the sources on the ground, the media people there witnessed that the fall down of 3 missiles from outside of the airport. So a number of people have been killed and also others injured as a result of these attacks. The head of the parliament has called on the government, all the members of the government to come to aid in order to send a strong message to those who try to sabotage the Riyadh's agreement, that this agreement would be implemented on the ground and that the government would return back despite of these attacks. The government people, the members of the government who have arrived to Aden have been transferred to a safe place. Also, the Minister of Information, Muammar al-Iryani, blamed the Houthis, while here the Houthis have condemned such attack on the airports. But according to experts or observers, they say that there is the fingerprints of the tools of the United Arab Emirates, who wants to keep the situation as it is, and that wants to continue its control of Aden and also the coastal line along with the Strait of Bab el-Manda, which is an important pathway for fuel ships. So we couldn't till now figure out who is responsible behind these attacks and what is the message that they want. As according in a number more than one occasion, the government tried to return back to Aden, but several attacks and confrontations have taken place. Hopefully this last agreement, which has been stricken by all the parties, would be implemented on the ground in order to put an end to the political vacuum in Aden and also in Yemen.
Mohammed Al-Atab in the capital, Sana'a. Thanks very much for the update. Well, let's take a closer look at Yemen's government. It was sworn in just a few days ago by President Abdul Rabu Mansour Hadi as part of a power-sharing deal brokered by Saudi Arabia in 2019. Now, headed by the Prime Minister Ma'in Abdul Malik Said, the new government represents Yemen's northern and southern areas with equal numbers of members for each region. Its formation is the result of a compromise between the United Arab Emirates-backed separatists in the south, Transitional Council, and the Saudi-backed loyalists of President Hadi. Now, it's meant to end military clashes between those parties so they can fight as allies against the Houthi rebel movement. Well, Ibrahim Fahrat is an associate professor of conflict resolution at the Doha Institute and the author of Unfinished Revolutions, Yemen, Libya and Tunisia After the Arab Spring. Joins me now via Skype from Doha. Good to have you with us on the programme, sir. I mean, this was a very well-timed and coordinated attack and will worry the Saudi-backed cabinet members that were arriving back in Yemen.
Yes, for sure. I think this explosion sends a very strong message, in fact, to the new unity government that has been recently formed after 1 year, almost 1 year of talks among all the parties in order to come up with this government, unity government that's representative of all parties, political parties in Yemen, in order to bring an end, first of all, to the divisions from within the south and also the northern parties who are against the Houthis. But then with the arrival, this happens, and I think this is a very strong message that the challenges are very serious, the challenges are enormous, and the unity government will have to deal with serious challenges on the ground. And no matter who stands behind this explosion, I think there is a huge security breach has happened. Whether this came, yes.
Let me just get in there, Mr. Farah, because really what happened at the airport is a metaphor for what's going on in Yemen at the moment. The airport is supposed to be one of the most secure areas in Yemen. If you can't protect the airport and the surrounding vicinity, what hope for the rest of the country? Because there were, even from what we saw initially, so many people on the tarmac there. You wouldn't expect to see so many members, it seems, of the general public.
Yeah, that's correct. Now we're still debating, and the accusations are everywhere. Who stands behind this, whether it's the Houthis, who definitely benefit from this explosion, or actually the Southern Transitional Council that's backed by the United Arab Emirates, that's also could be behind it. Because simply they are in control of the security situation in Yemen, and it won't be easy, or they might be willing, or at least some members of it will be willing to hand over security to this new government. And also, let's not forget that there are other players in the area. There are ISIS, Al-Qaeda. There are all sorts of players in the south in Aden. And again, regardless whether this is where it came from, I think it presents a very serious challenge to the new government and what to expect in the coming days.
Indeed.
Whether this is going to stop the government or not, I think that for now, I think the government will be continuing. The cabinets, the ministers are in Al-Ma'ashit Palace in Aden. And I think they will be ready to proceed.
Obviously, the Houthis at the moment are denying any involvement in this. But what will President Hadi's next move be? Because the strategy surely is to try and find an end to the conflict, be it in the hands, you might say, of the Saudis at the moment, who are sort of controlling the area.
If this government is successful and is able, in particular, to deal with the security issue in Aden and is able to bring order to Aden and unite all the militants, because part of the Riyadh agreement is the disarmament of all the different factions and integrating within or merging with the Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of Interior of this new government. If this is successful, this presents a very serious challenge to the Houthis in the north, because one reason why the Houthis could be behind this is that they wanted to maintain the situation in Aden, that it's chaos, while in their areas they bring order and security in the north. So if this government is able to restore order, begin a successful reconstruction process in the south, and unite all the militant factions, I think this will pose a very serious challenge to the Houthis on the north, and could pave the way for an agreement in the future. But for now, I think we need to watch carefully about implementations. I always say the success is not in signing agreements. The success is in implementing those agreements. And here we go. That's the first challenge to this implementation.
Ibrahim Farhat from the Doha Institute, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to our other top story this hour. The UK health regulator has approved the Oxford AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. The government's already pre-ordered 100 million doses. It paves the way for a huge expansion of the government's inoculation program. It's got implications around the world because it's by far the cheapest vaccine to buy of those approved so far. And it's easier to distribute than the Pfizer-BioNTech shot. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson's welcomed the announcement, calling it a triumph for British science. He's added that the UK is now going to move to vaccinate as many people as quickly as possible. Let's speak to Rory Challens in London. Rory, this has obviously been a significant step ahead, but the question is, of course, is it going to be enough to be able to deal with the numbers of people who are infected in the UK?
Yeah, well, 100 million doses, assuming that that is actually what is delivered, is enough to cover 50 million people. It's a 2-dose medicine. So you need one shot in the arm, and then you wait 12 weeks, and then you get another injection with your second dose. So 50 million people, that's a big chunk of the UK population, which I think is about 60 million, something like that. So it's a huge step forward, and it couldn't have come at a better time, really, because the situation in the UK has been worsening significantly over the last few days. For 2 days running, we've had record numbers of new infections. We had 53,000 new infections yesterday. We had in excess of 40,000 new infections the day before. We have more people in hospital at the moment, some in excess of 20,000 with COVID than there were at the peak of the first wave. So things are getting significantly worse here. The government, we understand, is today going to extend the tiered system of restrictions on lockdown, essentially regional lockdowns around the country. So good news is needed, and this is very good news. And it's good news because this injection is much more easy to use, much more easy to transport and administer than the vaccine that's being used at the moment, which is the Pfizer-BioNTech one. They both work and they're both safe. They wouldn't have been authorized otherwise. But this one is cheaper, it's more easy to use, and therefore it can vaccinate more people more quickly.
And obviously, a lot of people in the UK are going to be pinning their hopes on this because the UK, you and I were talking about this just a couple of days ago, is facing the prospect of possibly yet another lockdown into the new year as well.
Yeah, so the concerning information that's coming out at the moment is that this new variant of the virus has spread so widely and so fast that medical experts, or some medical experts, are warning that 2021 could be worse than 2020 in terms of hospitalizations and deaths. And the level of vaccination that's going on at the moment, which is about 200,000 people a week, is just not fast enough to be able to combat that. And also that the restrictions that the country is under are just not tough enough. So there is still a high likelihood that even with this vaccine being authorized for immediate rollout, that there will need to be tougher measures taken when it comes to restrictions on people's lives. And I think what people are most worried about particularly is that schools are going to be closed again. We don't know that for sure, but that is the way the wind is blowing, that as this new variant of the virus affects younger people more than the older version did, it seems prudent to at least put some restrictions on pupils mingling in schools, move pupils out of classrooms back into their homes and do online or homeschooling again. Parents will groan at that, but that's the way it's likely to go.
Rory, thank you very much indeed. Rory Chowns bringing us up to date from London.
That was the WinFM Headline News, brought to you by KDP Enterprises, Caribbean Alliance, Carib Brewery, CNC Trading, The Grange.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Merry Christmas. 'Tis the season to save with Delayed Wallet and Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Purchasing a new car this Christmas? Save up to 65% off. Yes, that's 65% off your motor insurance premiums. Switch and save up to an additional 30% discount on your premiums. Visit us at Liverpool Road, Bastille St. Kitts, or Hunkins Drive, Nevis. Call 465-2631 or 469-5303. Promotion ends December 31st. Quotations valid until January 15. Terms and conditions apply. 'Tis the season to save up to 65% off.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Did you know that the Grange Healthcare Facility is the first purpose-built non-governmental healthcare organization on St. Kitts, offering 24-hour nursing, therapeutic and residential care for older adults? It's situated at Otley, 7 miles east of Vastair in beautifully landscaped surroundings. The Grange has a team of highly trained professionals and provides care that's rated as being comparable with UK and North American standards. The Grange offers varied accommodation to suit your individual needs, and our all-inclusive packages make the cost of care per hour the most competitive on the island. Services include convalescent care for all ages, daycare facilities for older adults, rehabilitation services, and training and continuing education for healthcare providers. For more information, call 466-5525 or 465-8020, fax 466-8221, or email thegrangehealth@gmail.com, or visit our website at www.grangehealthcarefacility.com.
Without limits, happy and free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. With LLB. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime, and bitters. Live, love, be.
Shipping your cargo shouldn't be a hassle. It can be as easy as a single call to Amerijet International, your worldwide cargo transportation solution. We provide all the services you need to ship your goods anywhere in the world. Whether your shipment is fresh, frozen, large or small, alive or hazardous, you can count on Amerijet to deliver it safe and sound. Amerijet International, by land, sea or air. We get it there. For more information, visit us online at www.amerijet.com or call us at KDP Enterprises, telephone number 466-9595.
Found the sound 98.9 Win FM.
Brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Paint it, tile it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your floors, tile it. Your home, improve it. Huge savings at the Horsford's Building Center. Paint it, tile it, improve it. Sales event happening now. Yes. Come to Horsford's Building Center now and get savings of 25% off all paint and up to 75% off all tile. Yes. Nothing's are gonna keep at Horsford's with up to 75% off piles of tile. in all styles and 25% off all paint. Come now and get a chance to win $500 shopping spree at Value Mart with the purchase of 5 gallons of paint or more. That's right. Buy 5 gallons or more of paint and you get a chance to win $500 in free groceries starting now until December 31st, 2020. It's your home, so paint it, tile it, improve it at Hawksworth Building and Nevis Center's year-end Paint It, Tile It, Improve It sale. Come now, save big, and simply paint it, tile it, and improve it. The event starts now and ends December 31st, 2020. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Good afternoon, St. Kitts and Nevis, and welcome to another edition of Voices right here on Win FM 98.9. I'm your host, Devon Cornelius, for today. Today is December 30th, 2020, and it's a beautiful day right here in our lovely Twin Island Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. I walked through the streets of Bastia earlier this morning, and people are out in their numbers doing their final shopping. I think people are still doing their Christmas shopping, even though Christmas has already gone. But persons are still out doing the necessary runnings for the new year and getting things in place for the new year. But thank you to all of you who took time out of your busy schedule to be a part of WinFM for 2020. 2020 has been very different, of course, you know, with the whole pandemic situation, and all of us have faced challenges, and it was indeed a very difficult year for most of us, if not all, whether you suffered financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, you name it. And so I think COVID-19 in some cases made some of us a more resilient people, and some of us, it either, it break us or it make us. That's what, in my opinion, COVID-19 did. But on behalf of WinFM, thank you guys so much for making our programs and all of our shows possible. And thank you so much for your support. And we look forward to your continued and overwhelming support for 2021. We hope that 2021 will be a joyous year, a year of health, wealth, and a year of progress, a year of peace for all the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, for Kittitians, Nevisians, and those who call St. Kitts and Nevis home. Welcome to Voices. I'm your host, Devon Cornelius. The phone lines are basically open, and today we will be continuing from where we left off yesterday. Now, as we are winding down, today is December 30th. We have just one more day left in 2020. We will just be doing more so of a review of 2020 and how it was for you and your family, whether your family at home and abroad, because we know we have a lot of Nevisians, a lot of Kittitians who are residing overseas, many of whom are still overseas because of the pandemic. And so this show will be dedicated to them, for us to hear how was it for 2020 and what are you looking forward to for the new year ahead. What are some of the changes that you plan to make, and what are some of the things that you would like to do for the new year ahead. As I said before at an earlier program, when 2020 began, we all hoped and we all thought that it would have been a year of progress and a year of prosperity, but the pandemic came and it changed the entire landscape entirely in its entirety. But now we're preparing for 2021 and we all look forward to good things. We'll just say a quick thank you to our sponsors. Without them, Voices would not be possible. And of course, without you, our listeners, our first time, our usual listeners, our everyday listeners, those persons who view us via Facebook, the different social media platforms such as YouTube and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for making this program possible, and thank you so much for your support. I have only been here since September. I began here in September, mid-September, and so I cannot speak to the previous programs that took place before I came, but since I have been here, I have interacted with a number of persons who I have the utmost respect for. I have learned a lot from all of you, and I guess vice versa, you have learned a lot from me as well. And I understand that this is a job where you will learn every day. You will definitely learn every day, because you may have a caller who would say something, who may say something that you did not know. And so it is a learning experience, and you will learn something new every day. So thank you guys so much for making this entire experience a good one. It was, as we usually say for music festival, it was an experience like no other. So thank you guys so much for making 2020, the last quarter of 2020, joyous, momentous one, and we look forward to a brighter and prosperous 2021. Let's take this short break to acknowledge our sponsors, and we will be right back to continue this program, Voices.
I can make one wish come true. It's to spend Christmas with.
And Flow brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Paint it, tile it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your floors, tile it. Your home, improve it. With huge savings at the Hosford's Building Center. Paint it, tile it, improve it. Sales event happening now. Yes. Come to Hosford's Building Center now and get savings of 25% off all paint and up to 75% off all tiles. Yes. Nothing's ever keep at Hosford's with up to 75% off piles of tiles in all styles and 25% off all paint. Come now and get a chance to win $500 shopping spree at Value Mart with the purchase of 5 gallons of paint or more. That's right. Buy 5 gallons or more of paint and you get a chance to win $500 in free groceries. Starting now until December 31st, 2020. It's your home. So paint it, tile it, improve it. At Hosford's Building and Nevis Centers, year-end Paint It, Tile It, Improve It sale. Come now. Save big and simply paint it, tile it, and improve it. The event starts now and ends December 31st, 2020. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back to Voices for today, Wednesday, December 30th. For those of you who are just tuning in, you can call us at 662-0989, 762-0989, and 466-0989. we will be taking a review, or we will be doing a review rather, of 2020 and what a year it has been for most of us, and let me just say for all of us. Even though we were faced with the challenges of the pandemic, I don't think that is the only thing that affected us, and I don't think that was the only thing that took place for 2020. You know, amidst the pandemic, most of us were still able to do our regular routine. We were still able to perform our regular duties. We were still able to do our traditional things. Life goes on, and life indeed went on during 2020, regardless of the pandemic. A lot of persons lost their jobs. Some persons were still employed. You should be grateful. But 2020 should not just be about the pandemic, even though that was the highlight basically of the year. I think other good things happened, and you have a testimony. You have a testimony, and something good took place for you. Something unexpected happened, and so that was your story for 2020. The world's story was COVID-19, but of course you would have your own personal story, and you would be able to say, you know, what a year it has been for you. As for me, 2020 has been a challenging year. It has been a challenging year for me, speaking for myself, and I just look forward to a prosperous new year. I look forward to new opportunities. I look forward to continued growth and development. I look forward to making more relationships with, you know, good people. I look forward to a good year. That is what I want. I'm not sure what you guys want, but that is what I am looking forward to, because I believe 2021 will be a very, very good year. But as I said before, you know, we have a number of persons from St. Kitts and Nevis who reside overseas, and most of them in the hotspot, you know, in New York, in Miami, basically in the United States. And so we would think that we had a challenging year because of the pandemic. But what about those persons who are right in the hotspot? And so your movement is very limited, and if you're accustomed to doing something, then you would have to resort to doing it less or not at all, you know. And so for those of us who are here in the Caribbean, especially in those countries that were deemed low risk or medium to low risk, you know, in my opinion, I think we were very fortunate. I remember speaking with a colleague from St. Vincent, and he said, you know, the fear of COVID has basically dwindled. It is no longer there within the community, even though we know that the virus is out there and our borders are open. He said, you know, persons are not really as fearful of the virus due to, you know, there being no community spread. No one has died from the virus as yet in their country. And so the fear of the entire virus has, yes, basically dwindled. However, in those bigger countries like the UK, where the virus is basically mutating, and in those countries like the Europe, in USA, it's a different story. I think it's a different story, you know. Looking at the news, looking at the videos on the different social media platforms, you would realize that some persons are taking it lightly. Some persons are saying, well, the virus is not real, and I'm wearing the mask, not doing the social distancing, and following the protocols. Then you have those persons who are really taking this whole thing serious, and you have those persons who are, you know, those persons who understand that this virus is deadly, and so they are doing everything that they can to safeguard themselves and their family from the virus. But I feel for us here in the Caribbean, as I said before, especially for us who are in the low risk and medium risk countries, I think we are at an advantage where thank God we have no community spread. For those countries who don't have, we have no community spread, and no deaths have been recorded here. And so I think that is why most persons are not as, fearful or as alarmed, or, they don't want to panic because those incidents have not occurred. Nevertheless, we are grateful. I don't think we could deal with, such an outbreak of this deadly virus. Because if you have the great countries like the United States of America, the United Kingdom, Europe, those are the countries. If you have them who are more advanced in the health sector, who may have a larger public purse, if they are suffering, and if they are not doing as well as we expected them to do, then what would you say about us, small island developing states? What would you say about us? And so that is why, when I have said it before, and I will continue to say it, that is why we have to take that personal responsibility. We can't leave everything up to the officials. We have to play our part in making sure that we do what is right, and to make sure that we protect ourselves from such a virus, from that deadly virus. And so, yes, I'm making that clarion call again. Continue to play your part. Continue to do what you have been doing. If you have been doing the right thing, continue to do the right thing and safeguard yourself from the pandemic. It's not over. We're entering 2021, and the pandemic is entering 2021 with us. And so, even though it's a new year, we still have to be very careful. It's just a few minutes ago, someone brought it to my attention. It's been a whole year since COVID, basically. It's been a whole year since COVID. But let's take this call. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Kevon.
Good afternoon.
Devon or Devon? Which one? Which one, Devon?
Devon. Good afternoon.
Cornelius?
Yes.
All right. Good afternoon to all the listeners at home and abroad. We first got to begin by giving God thanks, I don't care who don't believe in no God and whatever. There's nothing that can compare or carry you through like faith in God, faith in Jehovah God. Nothing can compare, because when you feel helpless, as you said, when you look at the strong, when the strong fall, then you're weak. You know how you feel? As you said, when you say, but if America can't control it.
Right, yeah.
And England and Europe and all the places we thought that were so exotic and so, they had enough to call us third world countries, Third world. Well, if the first world can't handle it, what to say for the second and the third? And that is where faith in God comes in, and your reliance on God. We know for sure we can't handle it. It was as bad as they're still doing now. They're trying to keep all these things for themselves first. When the ventilators came out, it was there first. You can't export them. Imagine that. Imagine that our people down there putting themselves at risk, going into a factory to make parts for them to get ventilators. And they were blocking the export of the same ventilators to the Caribbean. So I give God all the thanks and the praise. And we got to give credit to our governments too.
Yes, I agree.
Just in St. Kitts in the Caribbean, because they must have been feeling as anxious as the citizens, even though they don't show it. So because they know for sure, one little outbreak we gone out, When you put on your television and you hear 50,000 in a night. I was doing the maths, I am saying 50 into that, well, we die 2 times. Yeah. 50 into that, well, it's 5 times we have to die. This thing is serious. And so we give God thanks. And, some people might have thought, well, the measures used were extreme. But extreme situation calls for extreme action.
Right. I think we have done a very good job, and again, it's the personal responsibility. Everybody played a role, and we should be proud of ourselves. We all did a good job.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
some persons
God
fell
is good.
short, but we did well.
Yes, God is good, man. And but another thing I don't quite get. Even though we did well, I don't think some people still get it, They have VAT Day. VAT Day. And I hear the crowd. Now New Year start this week, not next week. And for how they're sharing the vaccine or whatever, we're down the line. So there again, we got to rely on God.
Mm-hmm.
And before people try and save their money, now some things you need, Something were necessities. But a lot of us went out with our little savings because we wanted to be in the crowd. Then next week, Monday, New Year's is Friday,
Right.
Next week, Monday, the balling starts. The balling starts, and I said to myself, well, the people don't understand. Let the businesses advertise, because that is their job to do. But it was our job to be more responsible. And the government itself has got to act fiscally responsible. You can't always give in to people when they go and act reckless and they don't take responsibility for themselves. You got any little things say, look, things might not change, you hear. When we think we get over one strain, they say a more infectious one behind. We then begin to wonder, well, when will the boats come? When will the hotels open? Otherwise, all the hotels will become quarantine sites.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they become now, quarantine sites. So it calls upon us, it behoves us to save. To save, because while we are speaking, there are some elements who are condemning certain measures the government took to give aid to some people. Well, you ain't had no right to go to Social Security for the money, and you ain't have that. So what they're going to do next time? They already done declared they have to go and borrow. So how much do you want them to borrow? You see, have you been following what's happening in the U.S.?
With the stimulus checks, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, they're back and forth.
The conservative was saying, look, 300. All right, Trump and they agreed on 6. Now he say, look, some people just be wicked, create a confusion. Oh, well, the same man who was complaining that they shouldn't get anything, said, all right, get them 2,000. Now he put his party in a spot. Everybody looking now at the deficit. Well, what is the country's deficit and debt? Is it sustainable? Because these are questions that we ourselves have got to ask when we're making demands. What is the debt burden? Because right now America's struggling up to his neck with that. Mr. Troublemaker. Well, he's trying to create as much havoc as he could before he leaves.
You think so?
Generosity, No generosity. And so you have some of our people say mentality. Havoc. So I want to encourage our people, those who are still working, try and save something. Try and save. You can't live the same life of luxury. When Joseph said, 20% of everything you have is you got to store. 20%, he demanded, Most people will tell you save 10%. Joseph says 7 years of plenty, 7 years of famine. Well, the famine starts. And if you didn't want to send you 20%, he sent the army for you. So I am telling to our people, try and be a little more responsible. If you can't afford something, you could watch it on And I must commend them for showing their things on the television. By the way, you see what I told you yesterday?
With the panorama competition?
With the Calypso show.
Oh, the Calypso show, okay.
I told you, the women, remember? I tell you.
Yes. But what
lucky, you know,
how do you feel about that?
Huh?
How do you feel about, did you listen to the performance?
Well, I sleep too. I sleep, I wake up, and sleep, I wake up.
Ah.
You know? But, I mean, look, even from the semi-final or the quarter-final, whatever they call it, you could have seen it, you know? 'Cause actually, another woman could have placed inside the front of the wagon. You don't think so?
Well, I didn't listen to the entire show. I too was in and out of it.
No, darling.
I was able to listen. Miss Independent. I was able to listen to Queen Kibi, and they were really good. They were really
I'm
really
telling
good.
you, the one from Nevis, she was singing the one with the names and so. The music, she was out of sync with the music. Otherwise, she might have been able to make a place. The one who was calling the different names and so. Did you hear her?
No, I didn't hear that one. I have to go back to check it.
I slept to the first part, wake up and heard, but I heard her. She called the different Abdiel Samuel and so. But the music, she was singing faster than the music. I said, look at how this girl here taking her chances now. 'Cause her lyrics are good. I heard this one from Nevis, what's his name now? Oh, Lord.
A female
He
or
got put in late.
a female or a male?
A male.
King Irwin.
I heard Irwin. I heard King Irwin. And I heard the next one from Nevis. I think I heard three or something, but then I dropped.
Astro.
No, I didn't hear Astro. I tell you, I slept to the whole first part.
Ah, okay.
When I woke up, it was going for 10. So I didn't even hear the beginning. Then I heard that Nivision girl. And I said, oh gosh, she has good lyrics, but maybe she was frightened. It's not easy, you know. And then the MC was something else. That's a better word.
Yes, something else. Yes, and that's all. But thank you so much, Ms. Henry, for your input.
I'm looking forward with God's help.
Yes.
I am positive still. I'm positive. I'm optimistic because God could change anything. So don't start the year being pessimistic. It doesn't help. The same God who brought you to COVID-19 could carry you to COVID-21. I would encourage you to put your trust in Him too, eh?
Yes.
All right, then. So Happy New Year to all of my listeners out there, my good family in Montserrat and everything. And my prayers go to the people in St. Vincent. Yeah, the volcano. Want to see New Year. Well, anyway, keep the faith, eh? God bless you.
Yes. Thank you so much for your input. If we have no calls at this time, we'll just take a short break to acknowledge our sponsors, and we will be right back. Stay tuned. For those of you who, just before we take the short break, for those of you who would want to call, you can call us at 662-0989-762-09. We have a call. Yes, let's take this call. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the air.
Hi,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon. Mrs. Henry, the Glade is not a division. Lady Sensation. She's a petition. Tell her she's a villager.
Ah, okay. Thank you so much for the correction. Thank you so much for that correction. I hope you were listening, Mrs. Henry. Let's take a short break to acknowledge our sponsors, and we will be right back. Stay with us.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
If I can make one wish come true, it's to spend Christmas with.
And Flow brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Paint it, tile it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your floors, tile it. Your home, improve it. With huge savings at the Hosford's Building Center. Paint it, tile it, improve it. Sales event happening now. Yes. Come to Hosford's Building Center now and get savings of 25% off all paint and up to 75% off all tile. Yes, yes. Nothing's gonna keep at Hosford's with up to 75% off piles of tiles in all styles and 25% off all paint. Come now and get a chance to win $500 shopping spree at Value Mart with the purchase of 5 gallons of paint or more. That's right. Buy 5 gallons or more of paint and you get a chance to win $500 in free groceries. Starting now until December 31st, 2020. It's your home. So paint it, tile it, improve it. At Hosford's Building and Nevis Center's year-end Paint It, Tile It, Improve It sale. Come now. Save big and simply paint it, tile it, and improve it. The event starts now and ends December 31st, 2020. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Let's take this call. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the air.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, on the observation about last night's show, you know, if this was in early mat time, I think Sakrati will win still. But I guess the judging now is a bit more balanced.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he did well, you know. Sakrati did well. I actually think he could even get a place.
Yeah.
Performing sang well. He did okay to me.
Well, I didn't get a chance to listen. I promised to go back to listen to the entire performance.
I watched the whole thing, but after the last person sing Godfrey, I say, well, whoever came crown, I would have a way of seeing what takes place because I watched all of them.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Lee blunder there with Astro. I don't know what happened. After he singing first verse, going into the chorus, it seemed like the ladies didn't came in time. And he looked back and, you know, like he do his hand like, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that threw him off a little bit there. But before that, I think the guy said one of the band string had burst. When they call him out on stage, he already reached the stage, and they looked like the mic was not working, and they had a delay about 5 to 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could have cheered him off too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could have cheered him
Yeah,
off.
probably killed his mood right there.
Yes. And after that, you could have seen it in his face. He's singing, but that was not Astro. He looked like he was not really enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was a very good show. I would not have give the lady, but I congratulate her. She did well. Miss Independent, Queen Diva, even the lady there's a lady named, I think her name was Sharon. No, Sweet Sensation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that lady did well. Thank you all the same. She did a good performance. But the good thing about it, even though it was not a normal carnival, it's a good thing to know that the voice of Saint could still get out there. And I think the outer world would have been pleased with us that how we conduct ourselves and making a name for ourselves. So kudos to the organizers. Give them all the thanks and the praise and wish them all the best for the new year. And also you and the Winnipeg family and the whole nation in general. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, caller, for your input. We are still taking your calls at 662-0989, 762-0989, and, of course, 466-0989. Call us today and give us your opinion, whether it be on the Calypso Show. But we're also focusing on the year, doing a review on, what took place throughout the year. We had all kinds of things happening. Someone asked a question the other day. Let's say it's called. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the air.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah. Would you please play the song that Socrates sang last night? Because I heard him say he chose to do a different song, and some people were disappointed. And I missed his song, and I would like to hear it. And I think that Brown Sugar was outstanding last night. I really thought she would have placed too. And I liked the topic that she was singing about too. Thank you.
Thank you so much, caller, for your input. You said that was the Socrates song. We could probably play it at the end of the program once we find it. But thank you so much for your input. We are still taking your calls here on our program, taking a review of what a year 2020 has been. But just before that caller came in, a question was posed some time back about Carnival and Culturama, and the person asked, why is it Culturama was cancelled and nothing was held, no online or virtual event or activity, but then Carnival was held. I don't think they were trying to stir up anything, but they were just, concerned. They were just concerned. One would say maybe because it was earlier in the year, they were still in the height of the pandemic, but I think having some activity or any activity at all at that time is different, because at that time our borders were still closed, and so there was no interaction with the international community, nor with Carnival. Remember, our borders are open, and so that is a question that someone posed earlier, very thought-provoking, and makes you kind of wonder. But I guess that is an answer. That is a question. Sorry, for the authorities, the NIA, and of course the federal government, but they took the decision, which they thought was the best decision, to go that route. But let's get this call. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Host.
Good afternoon.
Yes, really, I'm craving indulgence. I didn't follow the Calypso show, really. I'm not really interested in as some time ago. But what I was following, and my heart goes out now to the people of St. Vincent. And indeed, they must keep our brothers, sisters in our prayers. As the year closing, they're having some volcano activity. I understand Prime Minister Gonzalez for calling some experts to monitor, and so no evacuation yet have been ordered. But we must remember too, we have a volcano. And as I said yesterday, 2021, for me, where I stand, would be a year of pain. My heart goes out also to the people of Croatia who suffered experienced a massive earthquake, resulting in loss of life. And all of these natural disasters are occurring at the close of this year. What it means for next year, God knows. As I said, for me, the beginning of sorrow started with this pandemic. And we all must not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing in our minds, putting our affections and things above. And I am one who really was inspired of God as a watchman in the end time, to awake our people to consciousness. Signs of the time are occurring, are taking place before our very eyes. And it goes back to the scripture, as it was in the days of Noah, so it would be in our generation was alerting out the people of Israel of God coming judgment to wrath. And really and truly, we should look towards 2021 with more of a God-fearing spirit. It seems to me we are prepared to serve the creature rather than the creator. And when this is occurring, God says he's a jealous God. He says he's a jealous God. And he would not share glory with another. And so, at this time, really, I would want to say to these Vincentian brothers and sisters, look up to God. For he is a very present help in the time of trouble. I am praying for you all day. Also the people of Croatia. I'm also praying for you all. As this new year in the pandemic being experienced, we are really living in perilous times. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, caller, for your input. We are still taking your calls. It is now just 13 minutes past the hour of 1 here in our studios. If you have no calls, let us just say a quick thank you to our sponsors, and we will be right back.
Paint it, tile it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your floors, tile it. Your home, improve it. Huge savings at the Hosford's Building Center. Paint it, tile it, improve it. Sales event happening now. Yes. Come to Hosford's Building Center now and get savings of 25% off all paint and up to 75% off all tiles. Yes. Nothing's are gonna keep at Hosford's with up to 75% off piles of tiles in all styles and 25% off all paint. Come now and get a chance to win $500 shopping spree at Value Mart with the purchase of 5 gallons of paint or more. That's right. Buy 5 gallons or more of paint and you get a chance to win $500 in free groceries. Starting now until December 31st, 2020. It's your home. So paint it, tile it, improve it. At Hosford's Building and Nevis Center's year-end Paint It, Tile It, Improve It sale. Come now. Save big and simply paint it, tile it, and improve it. The event starts now and ends December 31st, 2020. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
If I can make one wish come true, it's to spend Christmas with.
And Flow brings us all closer together with special Christmas offers for you, like free installation of high-speed internet for your home when you sign up. On the go, top up $35 and enjoy 2 gigabytes bonus data. Plus, enjoy great handset savings to share every special moment. Flow connects you to all you want for Christmas. Conditions apply.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. You are listening to Voices right here on WinFM 98.9. I'm your host, Devon Cornelius, and we are winding down. It is now just 16 minutes past the hour of 1 here in our studios, and this is our second to last program for our second to last edition of Voices, rather, for 2020. And we are preparing for a brand new year, and I'm sure all of us have our resolutions. We have all of the things that we want to accomplish and all of the things that we want to do for the new year. But first, we have to take a look at what a year 2020 has been and what were some of the changes that we made to ourselves and what were some of the things that we wanted to accomplish but we didn't get a chance to accomplish. But let us take this call real quick. Good afternoon, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, good afternoon again to all of the listeners at home and abroad. I want to talk about something that I find a bit disturbing. Now, I know statistically that as the year winds down, you have more persons dying. In the last few months, December in particular. Just listen to the death announcement and you'll hear. The young, the old, and the in between going. But what I find a bit disturbing is the sudden rearing up again of violence. You know, we were talking about the peace. But lately, you hear somebody, the guns have come out. You're aware of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I realize. Well, I realize that there has been
an uptake.
Yeah, an increase rather. Yeah,
an increase in violent crimes, not domestic, you know.
But you know, just to add before you continue, and you know, this is a whole topic for a whole different program. But as we're here, we're talking about it. We're gonna talk about it. I said this before, and I can say again. With the peace initiative, if anyone had expected that crime would have been gone,
would have disappeared,
then you're delusional. And you're
of course,
you're
because
crazy.
number one, a lot of them are not in it, you know.
That's the thing.
Because some of us assume that all of them are not in it.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain elements who are determined to get the power in the flesh. You know, and for those of you in it, those of you in the peace initiative, it is in your own, it is in all of our interests. And in your own personal interest too. To speak to some of them. I mean, what happened? The undertakers, I'm sure that they're happy. They may not want to hear it. But that was their most prosperous time when the killing was going on, because once you die, you must be buried. After the government bury you or somebody, your family have to go and mortgage the places. All of the children, fatherless children and whatnot. We don't want to go back there. I mean, the Bible did say, you know, when men say peace, peace, sudden destruction. If you want peace, you got to have the peace of God in your heart. And you have to be willing to forgive and let go. Forgive and let go. We have our culture, we don't believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't believe in it, you know. You hear them on the radio. People are saying, look, give me a second chance. And people who themselves have never been in crime are decrying the program. Or you're paying them to keep the peace. Or, you know how disheartening that could sound to somebody who really mean to make a change? It's like you give somebody a job who wasn't working, but they qualified, but they wasn't working. And now look here, you just pick them up and give them a job. You know how self-defeating that could be?
Mm-hmm.
All they say, when you want blood, you get blood. And it is demonic. I've been saying it from the beginning. Demons need blood. And a lot of us working for his agency. We feel good when they start to kill one another. Darling, they have a mother, father, uncle, and a brother. And they have you. It is up to us. We want a new year. We have been going through this thing peacefully. And I want to talk to all of those. They had a shooting down in Limekiln. I am from the village. You all done with it. See if you could contribute something positive to your village or your area. Rather than this bad name, then Newtown, then McKnight, then Deep Bay. Well, all of you who know to pray, better pray, you know. Because the Bible says the devil goes about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, and if he could devour you, he'll devour you. But he said you must resist him. So calling upon the young men and all of you who have asked to go and resist the devil. Think of all the good times you have had or been having. Think of all of the effort that has been made to give you a second chance. Drown out all those who want you to go back. All those who calling them, and the gang and the this and the that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody deserve a second chance. You think Trump record her clean? You know how many times he declared bankruptcy? Must be 11 times. How many accusations have been lodged at him? Eh? And he became the president. All of us have sinned. And the same way God could forgive me, he could forgive them too. All they need to do is ask. So all of you who are rejoicing that the crime starting up again, shame on you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go into the new year like that? I mean, every time I hear what's going on, that is demonic. So all of you who say your name, the name of Christ, before you go and clap, because the Bible says God is not, he takes no pleasure, like some of us, in the death of the wicked. He rather the wicked turn. I want to send condolences out to Rosina Warner. That's a friend of mine down in Namdebe, where her son was killed in the cemetery. Now come tell me. You're going to kill somebody in the cemetery? You might as well bury them. But the family now have to go and hire undertakers. So I mean?
Boy.
I mean,
this is, it's crazy, huh?
It's crazy. You can imagine something, you better bury him yourself. Maybe if they begin to make some of the perpetrators pay the funeral thing. Because the funeral homes are comfortable, you know. When you go in, they're showing you the most expensive thing. You ain't even live nowhere. 15,000, 20,000, and the poor people falling for it, you know. Just say hello. Knock a piece of board there. They are locally made coffins, you know. So my heart goes out to thing, and I'm asking the young people, the young women, you have children by some of these young men. You want your children to grow up with a father. I grew up in a house with a father, but he was 90% father. He was father. Gave the children a chance. Sending happy birthday greetings down to St. Thomas to my brother John, Nathaniel Freeman. Today is his birthday. So once again, I am begging, pleading for our young people and the not so young one and all of you who acting, who brushing up and polishing your guns. You live by the sword, you'll die by it. Jesus says, so in case you think it may make it up. Jesus said, you live by the sword, you live by the gun, you're going to die by it. If you want to see 2021 when Corona gone and everything back in swing, put away the crime. Forgive some of those who hurt you, even though you know it's vexing. Forgive, because other people have forgiven you. Those of you in the prison who are in there planning and plotting and sending out your message, done with it. We want a new nation for 2021. So I encourage all of you and you young people, don't let anybody push you. You know times are difficult. Everybody can't get a job. Our parents went through worse than this. And they wasn't breaking nobody's house, raping nobody, shooting up nobody. They ate. The Bible says, a little that the poor man have is better than a big feast that a rich man have. So learn to be content. So, come on, don't let anybody drag you into nothing, eh? I adopt you now, you know, you're one of my grandson. I have 7 granddaughters, I do have 1 grandson. 7 granddaughters. So anybody, because you have potential. I don't know you, you know. But you have potential.
Thank you.
And it's for you to know it. Things may not be the way you want it to be or what you expect it to be. But don't let nobody put discontent in you. Maybe you're just getting the little penny from Win FM. Oh, why you going on there? And you know what I mean? Discontent. You don't do what you do. Acquire as much skill as you can. When things improve, you would have the experience that they're asking for. So some of you young people go and volunteer. Go and volunteer. Your mother going to feed you, your father going to feed you. You're eating still. Go and volunteer. Some of the homes want somebody to help. You know, go and do something. So all the best for 2021 to all of the young people in St. Kitts and Nevis. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Henry. Thank you so much. And all the best. Same to you. All the best for 2021. And I wish you a healthy and prosperous new year when it comes. Thank you guys so much for making Voices for today possible. Thank you to our usual, and thank you to those who listened for the first time. Thank you. On behalf of all of us here at Win FM, we are grateful for the support that you gave us in 2020. And again, we look forward to your support in 2021. Until next time, I was your host, Devon Cornelius. Continue to have a fantastic Wednesday and continue to do what you're doing once you're doing something good. Tomorrow is the last day of 2020. We are heading into a new year that we hope will be filled with joy, peace, happiness, growth, wealth, you name it. All the best for the new year, and until next time, I was your host, Devon Cornelius. Thank you guys so much for being a part of Voices.
Tile it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your floors, tile it. Your home, improve it. It's huge savings at the Hosford's Building Center. Paint it, tile it, improve it. Sales event happening now. Yes. Come to Hosford's Building Center now and get savings of 25% off all paint and up to 75% off all tiles. Yes. Nothing's are gonna keep at Hosford's with up to 75% off piles of tiles in all styles and 25% off all paint. Come now and get a chance to win $500 shopping spree at Value Mart with the purchase of 5 gallons of paint or more. That's right. Buy 5 gallons or more of paint and you get a chance to win $500 in free groceries. Starting now until December 31st, 2020. It's your home, so paint it, tile it, improve it. At Hosford's Building and Nevis Center's year-end Paint It, Tile It, Improve It sale. Come now, save big, and simply paint it, tile it, and improve it. The event starts now and ends December 31st, 2020. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.